Now we are going to discuss about the thoracic vertebrae. So in the thoracic region, 12 vertebrae are there in the thoracic region. Okay, out of which second to eighth are known as typical. The second to eighth vertebrae shows same features known as typical vertebrae. First, ninth, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Last 400, the first one shows their own features. So a typical vertebrae. Okay, so here also it is divided into typical and atypical vertebrae. What are the typical vertebrae? Second to eighth. What are the atypical? The first one, then 9 to 12th one. Okay, those are the atypical vertebrae. So here first we are going to see the features of typical thoracic vertebrae. See, this one is a typical thoracic vertebrae. Being a vertebrae, it is having body, vertebral arch, and the vertebral foramen. See here the body, which is heart shaped. Okay, see this is what the body, almost a heart shaped body. Okay, so heart shaped body. Then on each side, it is having a costal facet. Costal facet means facet, articular facet for the corresponding ribs. Okay, see here, see this is the body. See here on the sides, where we can see one superior articular facet and inferior articular facet. Okay, see here on either side. See, this is a superior articular facet of one side, this is a superior articular facet of opposite side. Like that, in the lower end, there are inferior articular facet, here also inferior articular facet. So on the sides, there we can see superior and inferior articular facets. See here, superior articular facet, numerically corresponding rib articulate with this superior articular facet. Okay, numerically corresponding means if this is the fifth vertebrae, the fifth rib will attach to this facet. Superior one. Inferior articular facet. Next to lower rib. Next to lower rib means if this is the fifth thoracic vertebrae, sixth rib is connected to this vertebrae. Sorry, this facet. Okay, sixth rib. Next to lower rib. Okay. So superior. So body is having two costal demi facets. Okay, superior costal demi facet. Demi facet means only half is there, not a complete facet. Okay. Superior demicostal facet articulated with the head of the numerically corresponding rib. Then inferior demifacet articulated with the next lower rib. Those points are clear. Now vertebral. So the main important feature of this body, heart-shaped body with the two facets on the sides, superior and inferior. Now vertebral foramen, it's almost circular. See in the cervical region it was triangular, but here it is not like that. It's almost circular. Okay. Then vertebral arch with a pedicle, lamina, spine, transverse process, and articular process. Pedicle, here the pedicle directs backward. See, almost strictly backward, not like that of the cervical. Cervical it runs backward and lateral. See, it runs here. It runs backward. That's why this foramen became rounded. Okay, so this is a pedicle. So this one, pedicle directs backward. Then transverse process. Anterior surface of the transverse process is having a facet. Okay, that facet articulate with the tubercle of the corresponding rib. What is meant by that? See, this is the transverse process here in this image. This is the transverse process. See, towards the tip of the transverse process, there we are having a facet, articular facet. Or articular surface facet means the here surface. See, this surface, articular surface, which joins with the numerically corresponding rib. Means if I already told you, if this is the fifth one, the fifth rib is connected to that area also. Okay, so here which part of the fifth rib or which part of the rib? Tubercle of the rib. See here, head of the rib. Okay, the next class we are going to see the features of the ribs. Okay, so anyway, here comes a head of the. See here comes a head of the rib, and here comes a tubercle of the rib. So this is a transverse process with one process. Sorry, with one articular surface. Then spine. Spine, it is long and directed downward and backward. See, this is a long, it is having a long spine which directs downward and backward. Okay. So those are the features. Then it is having lamina. It is having a typical lamina, typical articular processes. Okay, typical lamina means, say this one is a, this is lamina here, an articular process with the two articular surface, superior articular surface which directs backward and a inferior articular surface which directs forward. Okay, that's all. So these are the features of a typical cervical vertebra. Now, a typical cervical vertebra. What are the typical cervical vertebra? First, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th. These are the atypical cervical vertebra. We'll see the features of those atypical vertebra. See, first cervical vertebra, sorry, first thoracic vertebra. It resembles the cervical vertebrae. See, body, it resembles the, it is almost similar to the cervical vertebrae. And here on the body, it is having one complete facet, not a demi facet. Here, the superior facet is a complete facet, not a demi facet or not a half facet. Okay, so superior articular facet is a complete facet. Inferior one is a demi facet. Now, ninth one. See here, the superior articular facet. It is having a superior demi articular facet. Inferior articular facet is absent. If you are moving to the 10th one, the superior articular facet is almost a complete one. Then if you are in here, inferior one is absent. Okay, then 12th one, here a complete superior articular facet towards the upper border. But the peculiarity is here the transverse process is not having the articular surface. Then see, all these are articular surfaces. Okay, see it again. First one, first thoracic vertebra is having a superior complete articular surface and inferior demi facet. Then ninth one is having one superior demi facet. Then 10th one is having one complete facet, rounded facet towards the upper border of the body, and the transverse process is also having a facet. But coming to the 11th one, say here it is having one complete articular facet on the body. The transverse process is not having the articular surface. Then 12th one, say here it is having a complete articular facet towards the center of the body. See here it is seen towards the upper margin. So see the difference between these two. Here almost same. Okay, except this articular facets. Here the complete articular facet which is seen near to the upper border of the vertebrae, but here it is seen almost near to the middle. And see the difference between these two. Okay, or these two. See the difference between 10th and 11th. Here this transverse process is having a facet, but here it is absent. Then difference between these two, 9th and 10th. Here it is having a superior demi facet. Here it is having a superior complete facet. Okay, so these are the features of a typical vertebra. The remaining features you have to read. Okay, so thoracic vertebra is also clear. Read it.